and Haru. Thanks for tuning in today.
Well, 2026 has kicked off, hasn't it?
Yeah, we're already 4 days in.
And the world is still overflowing with crazy news as usual.
I mean, if there wasn't any weird news, our show wouldn't exist, right?
Hey, you're not supposed to say that out loud.
Oops, my bad?
Anyway, today we've got animals going wild, seafood disappearing into thin air.
Seafood disappearing?
Yeah, like $400,000 worth of lobster just vanishing.
Wait, lobsters are that expensive?
They really are. We'll get into the details later though.
Can't wait to hear that one.
Plus, Betty Boop entered the public domain.
Oh, that old cartoon character, right?
Exactly, and that's got some interesting implications.
Interesting how?
Well, anyway, we've got a packed show for you today.
Let's get started.
So, our first story today.
Yeah?
A wallaby escaped in New Jersey.
A wallaby? Like a mini kangaroo?
Exactly, the small version of a kangaroo.
Why is there even a wallaby in America?
Apparently, it was kept at an animal rescue facility called Lots of Love Farm.
That's such an American name.
And get this, the wallaby's name is Rex.
Rex? Sounds tough.
Kinda like T-Rex, right?
But he's tiny though.
So Rex escaped on December 29th.
Right at the end of the year.
Yeah, I guess the staff got careless during the holidays because they left his cage unlocked.
That's pretty irresponsible for a facility.
They moved him to a barn because of the cold and forgot to lock it up.
Rex must have been like, oh, it's unlocked, sweet.
Yeah, he saw his chance and took it.
So where'd he go?
Here's the best part. He was spotted the next day in a Walmart parking lot.
Walmart, the giant American superstore.
Yep, hopping around the parking lot of the world's biggest retail chain.
That's hilariously surreal.
A shopper was trying to leave and saw something bouncing in front of their car.
I'd freak out too.
This woman named Clarissa Harper gave an interview saying I was trying to exit the parking lot when I saw something hopping in front of my car.
Seeing a wallaby in America would totally mess with your brain.
Right? You wouldn't expect a wallaby in New Jersey.
This isn't Australia.
And here's the funny part, locals even use drones to search for him.
Drones? For a wallaby?
Yeah, they were pretty serious about it.
I mean, it's an animal. They probably worried it'd get hit by a car.
Exactly! That was a real concern.
So how'd they catch him?
The owner, Ron Layden, pulled out some food from his pocket, lured him out, and grabbed him by the tail.
That's pretty old school.
After all that high-tech drone searching, they just use food as bait.
But I guess that's the most reliable method.
And here's the kicker!
Wow.
The facility posted a photo on social media of Rex wearing a blue Walmart vest.
Oh, the employee vest.
Yeah, with a joke saying he should be the retail industry's mascot.
Walmart's probably not thrilled about that.
But apparently he went viral.
Americans love this kind of stuff.
And they held a welcome home Rex party over the weekend.
A party? Just because a wallaby came back?
Well, we were celebrating and he was safe.
Americans turn everything into a party.
Baby showers, graduation parties, you name it.
And now wallaby return parties join the list.
A whole new genre.
But how far did this wallaby actually travel?
Only about half a mile.
Half a mile.
Yeah, pretty close to home actually.
That's like just running to the convenience store distance.
Only popping over to Walmart for groceries.
Rex was probably like, oh, big building, let's check it out.
Do wallabies even think like that?
He made it all the way to the parking lot, so he must have had some goal.
Maybe he was after sale items.
A wallaby joining Black Friday sale.
Except he was late this December, so Black Friday was over.
A late arrival to the party?
Something like that. So we got another animal story.
America again?
Yep, this time in upstate New York.
Okay.
Police in the town of Amapo got a call.
About what?
Someone reported a masked suspect wandering around.
Oh, that sounds sketchy.
So the police showed up.
Of course they did. A masked person sounds dangerous.
And when they got there and found the suspect, it was a deer with a plastic bag stuck on its head.
What? Doing?
A deer, you know, like Bambi.
How does that even happen?
The deer must have picked up a plastic bag somewhere and got it stuck on its head.
And someone reported that as a masked suspect?
I mean, if it was dark or you saw it from far away, I guess you might not tell.
But it's walking on four legs!
Maybe it was nighttime and they couldn't see clearly.
Someone needs to get their eyes checked.
That's a bit harsh.
But technically, it was wearing a mask, since it had a plastic bag on its head.
That's true, not entirely wrong.
Technically a mask.
So the police posted about it on social media. They wrote, "We responded to a call about a masked suspect wandering the area." And then the suspect turned out to be a deer disguised with a bat.
Don't call it a disguise.
The police were totally playing it up.
American police have great social media game.
They also posted video of the deer lying in the snow with a big bag on its head.
That's actually sad.
Yeah, the poor thing probably couldn't get it off.
Deer don't have hands, it couldn't remove the bag.
So the officer gently removed the bag, and the deer jumped up and ran back into the wood.
Thank goodness.
No injuries either. Totally happy ending.
Police work is pretty diverse.
Chasing criminals one day, removing bags from deer the next.
How was work today? I took a plastic bag off a deer.
Your family would be so confused.
But where did the deer even get the plastic bag?
Must have been litter somewhere.
This is really an environmental issue.
Yeah, a lesson about not littering.
The deer getting treated like a suspect is just too cruel.
And the police's closing line was great.
What did they say?
Officers activated deer detective mode, removed the disguise, and released the suspect back into the wild.
What the heck is deer detective mode?
No idea. Maybe special American police terminology.
That definitely doesn't exist.
But this kind of humor is important for police PR.
True. Posts like this make them seem more approachable.
Japanese police should try it.
In Japan, they'd probably get criticized for being inappropriate.
Yeah, Japan can be pretty strict about that. Okay, next story is like something out of a movie.
Like a movie?
There's been a series of seafood heists across New England.
Seafood heists?
Yeah, 40,000 oysters, $400,000 worth of lobster, tons of crab meat, all stolen in separate incidents.
Wait, $400,000 is how much in yen?
About 60 million yen at current rates.
60 million yen in lobster?
That's American scale for you. It was a huge quantity meant for Costco stores that got stolen.
If it was for Costco, that's gotta be massive.
And the method was really sophisticated.
How so?
The thieves impersonated legitimate trucking companies.
Impersonated?
Fake email addresses, fake company names on the truck, forged driver's licenses, the whole deal.
These guys are total pros.
The CEO of Lexing Companies, the logistics firm, called it a very sophisticated crime.
That's not really a compliment situation.
But it's impressive in a way.
This is like Ocean's 11.
More like Seafood 11.
Are there really seafood specialized theft rings?
I mean, food theft is pretty common.
Why is that?
Unlike electronics, food doesn't have trackers or barcodes, so it's harder to track.
Makes sense. Phones get tracked immediately.
And food is harder to prove was stolen.
But lobster has a short shelf life. What do they do with it?
Experts think they lined up buyers beforehand and sold it to restaurants.
That's way too organized.
That's why it's called sophisticated crime.
But wouldn't restaurants think this lobster is suspiciously cheap?
They probably claim they secured a good supply route.
60 million yen worth bought cheap is way too suspicious.
Maybe that's just American business culture. Don't ask too many questions.
They should ask questions.
Anyway, looking at other incidents, 40,000 oysters were stolen in Maine on November 22nd.
40,000 oysters?
They took the whole aquaculture cage.
How do you even transport that?
Probably with a truck worth about $20,000.
That's still about 3 million yen.
Then crab meat was stolen in Massachusetts on December 2nd and lobster on December 12th.
That's a pattern. Same criminals?
Not confirmed yet, but the similar methods suggest a connection.
So there really is a seafood theft ring?
The American Trucking Association estimates cargo theft causes up to $35 billion in economic losses annually.
$35 billion? That's like 5 trillion yen?
Yeah, it's insane.
America's logistics scale is so huge that theft is huge too.
Exactly, and seafood being luxury goods makes them easy target.
But isn't stealing lobster hard? They're alive, right?
These were frozen, processed meat for Costco.
Oh right. Live ones would be way harder.
You can't just tell a lobster come here and have it listen.
A criminal who can talk to lobsters would actually be impressive.
Like Dr. Dolittle.
Seafood Dolittle? Any demand for that?
Probably not. Okay, next up is a pretty unusual story. Shamans in Peru announced their predictions for 2026.
Shamans? Like spiritual healers?
Exactly. 11 shamans gathered for a New Year's prediction ritual.
11 of them gathered?
It's an annual event on the Lima coast.
That must be quite a scene.
They wear traditional Andean ponchos and headdresses, dance, and make offerings.
That's pretty serious.
Here's the key part. Before the ritual, they consume drinks extracted from ayahuasca and San Pedro cactus.
Ayahuasca? That's the hallucinogenic stuff, right?
Yep, they believe it gives them the power to see the future.
They're just tripping though.
It's a cultural tradition.
But hallucinating and saying this is the future. Seems sketchy.
Well, people who believe will believe, and they've been doing this for years.
So what did they predict?
First, that Venezuela's Maduro will lose power.
That's pretty political.
And that Trump will have serious health problems.
They're targeting Trump.
Well, he's 79. Health issues wouldn't be surprising.
That's not really a prediction, more like statistical probability.
Good point.
Predicting health problems for an elderly person is kind of obvious.
They also said the Ukraine-Russia conflict will continue through 2026.
That's just a safe bet.
And that Keiko Fujimori will be elected president in Peru.
Alberto Fujimori's daughter, right?
Exactly. Plus they predicted natural disaster.
Natural disasters happen somewhere every year.
True!
These shamans are playing it super safe.
But they do have a track record.
A track record?
In December 2023, they predicted Alberto Fujimori would die within 12 months. And he actually died in September 24 at age 6 from cancer.
Okay, that's actually accurate.
So their accuracy is described as mixed.
Mixed means sometimes right, sometimes wrong.
Last year they warned of a nuclear war between Israel and Gaza.
Nuclear war.
That didn't happen since there's now a ceasefire.
I'm glad they got that one wrong.
Definitely!
But predicting an elderly ex-president dies within a year versus predicting ongoing conflicts are totally different levels.
Observation.
Where's the line for what counts as a real prediction?
If said there will be earthquakes in Japan next year, I'd be right.
That's just common sense for anyone living in Japan.
But maybe we should just enjoy it as entertainment.
Like a New Year's tradition.
Japanese fortune tellers make predictions at New Year's too. It's similar.
Except these guys are drinking ayahuasca, which ups the stakes.
Peruvian shamans are hardcore.
Don't call him hardcore.
Alright, let's take a little breather here.
Yeah, my brain's about to overload from all this news.
We went from seafood thieves to Peruvian shamans. Quite a range.
Never thought lobster and hallucinogens would be in the same show.
That's the charm of this program.
Is it really a charm?
We gotta say it ourselves because nobody else will.
That's a sad self-promotion.
Anyway, time for some music.
Nice!
Today's song is Wifey No Norway _1.
Wi-Fi curse. That title sounds ominous.
It's got that modern society satire vibe.
I totally get that feeling of wanting to curse Wi-Fi when it won't connect.
Right? When Wi-Fi dies during a meeting, you really want to curse it.
You just ruined my performance review, kind of thing.
Blaming Wi-Fi for everything's such a human failing.
That's pretty dramatic, but yeah.
So here it is, Wi-Fi No Norway _1.
Enjoy!
Wi-Fi 飛んでろに動かない、それ呪いです。
表示される切実されましたでも読み込めないラリもくるくるマップも沈黙 YouTube 開いたら画面真っ黒誰が言ったか Wi-Fi の呪いその場に居合わせた全員沈黙 Wi-Fi の呪い繋がってるけどことで通知が遅れて1時間後に爆発今どこってすでに着いたのに
And that was Wi-Fi No Norway _1.
Great song. Has a strange lingering vibe.
Like Wi-Fi resentment being sublimated into art.
Not sure if it's sublimated or cursed.
Oh, alright. Second half time.
Let's do this.
Next story's about copyright.
Copyright. Sounds dry.
Actually, it's interesting. As of January 1st, 2026, Betty Boop entered the public domain.
Betty Boop? That old cartoon character with big eyes and sexy vibes.
Exactly, a 1930s character who was a popular jazz-age flapper icon.
What's a flapper again?
A new type of woman from the 1920s. Free-spirited, short hair, dancing in flapper dresses.
Like the vibe from The Great Gatsby.
Exactly that.
So public domain means anyone can use it?
Yep, copyright expired, so it's free to use without permission.
So you could make Betty Boop merch without getting sued?
That's where it gets tricky. Trademark and copyright are different things. Glacier Productions owns the Betty Boop trademark, which is still active, so commercial use requires caution.
That's confusing.
Plus, only the original 1930 version is public domain. Modern versions are still protected.
So only the original design from back then is free?
Exactly. Later editions might not be usable.
Copyright law is so annoying.
But this is the same pattern as Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh.
Right. Mickey went public domain recently too.
And here's the interesting part. A Betty Boop horror movie is already in production.
Horror? With Betty Boop?
Yeah, in 2025, there were horror movies with newly public characters, like Peter Pan, Bambi, and Popeye as villain.
I heard about Peter Pan horror. He chases people with an axe or something.
The moment copyright expires, they turn characters into villain.
That's kind of sad, dream-selling characters becoming nightmares.
But there's demand, that's why they're made.
Horror Bambi. Like a fawn attacking people?
Probably Bambi seeking revenge for his mother.
That actually makes sense with Bambi's backstory.
Dark interpretation.
But Betty Boop was originally sexy. Can you make her scary?
Maybe femme fatale vibes, destroying people with charm.
Like a succubus?
Yeah, creators can go many directions.
So once copyright expires, anything goes?
That's why Disney fought so hard to extend copyright.
The Mickey Mouse Protection Act and all that.
American copyright law kept getting extended thanks to Disney lobby.
But Mickey finally got free.
Just the early version though, only Steamboat Willie Mickey.
The black and white one.
Color Mickey is still protected.
Copyright is seriously complicated.
It's necessary to protect creators though.
But after decades, shouldn't it be okay to let go?
The problem is decades varies by country and work type.
Also, Blondie became public domain too, according to this.
Yeah, a newspaper comic chic young started in 1930.
I don't really know that one.
It's pretty famous in America. A domestic comic about a flapper woman and her husband.
Will that get turned into horror too?
A domestic comic turned horror would be tough, but someone might try.
Killer Housewife Blondie!
Questionable demand for that. Okay, final story, and this one's wild. In China, a robot attempted an escape and the video went viral.
An escape? A robot?
Yeah, the security camera footage got over 30 million views.
30 million? That's massive!
So in the video, this white robot called Urbai approaches a dozen other robots in an exhibition hall at midnight.
A dozen? That's a lot.
And Urbai asks, "Are you working overtime?"
Robots have a concept of overtime.
That's already surreal, but then it says, "Let's go home," and the other robots start heading toward the exit.
Wait, that's scary.
Right? At first glance it looks like a robot rebellion, so there were reactions of both laughter and fear about AI's future.
That's like the beginning of Terminator.
The comments were full of Skynet has begun stuff.
But what's the real story?
According to developer Mao Feifei, it was actually scheduled program behavior.
So it was staged?
More like the robots were programmed to recognize the exhibition hall, exit as home, and automatically go there when commanded. Let's go home.
I see, that's how it worked.
It was an experiment by Hangzhou Erbai Intelligent Technology, probably meant to go viral.
As marketing, it totally worked with 30 million views.
Company name spread everywhere too.
But this really plays on human psychology well. When robots seem to act with free will, people split between finding it scary or funny. Either way, they want to share it, like check this out, it's scary, or this is hilarious.
So it was designed to spread.
Totally calculated.
But considering AI development, maybe robots really will make autonomous decisions someday.
That's the scary part. This time it was just programming, but someday they might actually escape.
But what would a robot even do after escaping?
Right. Going home when robots don't have homes.
Maybe their charging station is like home.
Robot homing instinct. Need to charge.
Like a Roomba.
Yeah, Roombas go home after cleaning?
Thinking of it as large-scale Roomba makes it less scary.
But the visual impact is intense. Robots marching through a dark exhibition hall.
Very horror movie vibe.
Could call it Midnight Robot March.
Good title!
But these lines working overtime? Let's go home would really resonate with Japanese salarymen.
Everyone wants to go home.
A robot telling people to go home. New work reform strategy.
Boss everybody in the office saying let's go home at 8 p.m.
There might be demand in Japanese companies.
But what if someone says I'm not done yet?
Don't care. Go home and forces shut down.
Harassment robot.
Call it a work-life balance promotion robot.
Positive reframing.
But stories like this make you think about AI's future.
Yeah, right now they just follow programming, but maybe they'll really gain consciousness.
How we coexist with them will be a huge issue.
Oh, let's just be relieved. It was staged.
Right, Terminator hasn't arrived yet.
Well, we were about...
Quite a day of stories.
a wallaby going shopping at Walmart.
It didn't go shopping, it escaped.
A deer wearing a mask and getting reported as suspicious.
That deer had it rough, couldn't get the bag off.
60 million yen worth of lobster vanishing.
The seafood thieves still haven't been caught. Scary stuff.
Peruvian shamans predicting the future while hallucinating.
That's a believe it or not situation.
Betty Boop potentially becoming a horror movie.
Copyright expiration is scary. You never know how things will be used.
Robots attempting escape.
That was staged though.
But 2026 is off to a great start, isn't it?
Is it though?
No shortage of materials for
That's optimistic.
Anyway, thanks so much for listening today.
Thank you all.
We'll bring you more interesting news next time.
Stay tuned.
This has been Casey and
Haru.
see you later.
Bye, everyone.